Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit fun and creative and in the festive spirit. What I'm going to be doing is drawing Captain America as if he was some sort of secret agent elf for Santa. First thing I was doing was trying to get a sort of a more active pose, because what I've thought recently about lots of my drawings, that they've been very static. So I just wanted to give this a little bit more movement and energy. So I sort of played around with its back arm, trying to get that to look somewhat natural. And I was looking at lots of poses of Captain America himself to try and get the sort of feel of Captain America. And from the start I had this idea of, instead of having a circular shield, you have a star-shaped shield, like the North Star from lots of Christmas stories, with almost like a holly bush insignia instead of a star insignia in the middle. And then obviously on his head he also has an A, and I just put a holly bush there. Moving on, I started playing around with more ideas for the shield, with sort of different spikes and different designs, making things thinner, making things thicker, making sure that the shield looked like it could actually be worn as a shield. Then I went into some of the clothing. I was heavily referencing Captain America from the films, from the MCU films. Lots of World War II style boots, khaki pants, things like that. His straps over his shoulders, and all these sort of pockets and patches of I don't know what. And then I started on the line art. Much thicker line art pen. I used 0.8 when I usually used 0.1 or 0.5. This was just because obviously Captain America is originally a comic book character, and I also wasn't going for a more realistic style. I was going for a sort of fancy cartoony style, and I think the thicker pen just lends itself to this style. I really enjoyed doing the clothes on this. I usually do cloaks and baggy trousers, and this, it was much more militaristic, and I really enjoyed that. Then I rubbed out all of the line art and I went on to colouring. With the colouring, I was obviously going to make the shield yellow, and I was going to make the character himself green, majoritively. So I just colour in the shield. I try and make sure to leave sort of highlights, because I think I've been forgetting to do that a lot in my drawings, leaving highlights, and also strong shadows. That's something I've been working on much more recently, trying to leave strong shadows and make things look much more 3D. Like those sort of holly berries make it look so much more 3D than I would have before doing my last video, for example, where I experimented with extreme shading or extreme film, how I usually do it. I saw that on my camera. I'm not sure what happened, but lots of the colours weren't looking like they did to me. So I just had to play around with a bunch of the video settings to make sure it looked how it did to me. So I played with the saturation and the brightness and the sharpness and lots of different settings just to try and make it look how I actually could see it. And I kind of did. It still doesn't look perfectly how it does in person, but you're never going to get that from a camera unless it's extremely good, which my camera isn't the best. Then I moved on to the character clothing. I just went in with a flat green on the arm, and then went in with some light shading and then I went all across the rest of the body, and did a flat covering, and then did some basic shading, and I just kept going in with the same marker, just leaving it for a couple of few minutes, like a minute or so, and then going in again just to get more depth and more shadow, and just building up layers of shadow, because these markers, like I've said in previous videos, they tend to get lighter as you leave them, so you just want to, if you have markers, I think this is how most work, you just want to go in after and keep going in with layers. Then I moved on to the trousers. These were really interesting because I was trying to use lots of different colours. I think I used 3 different colours, or 4 different colours actually, on the trousers and boots, and to make that look like a unified piece of clothing, I found kind of difficult, but I enjoyed experimenting with it, and in the end I think it turned out very good. And then I just filled in the arms, boots, and that was it. Please tell me if you enjoyed this video and this style of character drawing. I'm enjoying it at the moment, so I hope you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out any other videos that I've done you might enjoy. I've recently started getting into character design again. And with that said, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.